Hey friends! JLPT is officially over, but now what? Like, what should we do? With losing our main goal for studying, it can be very easy to get sucked into a study slump. And we don't want this to happen because we don't want to lose all of our progress we've made with studying for the test. So it's important to decide on a new goal, to recalibrate, and also find a new motivation to study. Of course, writing such a big exam can be a very tiring process. And of course, it's important to recharge our batteries before we go on full speed again with studying. This can look very different depending on your preferences. But for me, for example, I will be in Thailand after the exam and I will be there for 2 weeks for vacation. So of course I want to enjoy my time there, but I also don't want to lose my progress with studying Japanese. So my main goal is to do my apps daily. So Anki, I want to review my vocabulary and my grammar. I want to use the Learn Japanese Kanji app for remembering my kanji. And I also want to use the Bunpo app for the grammar revision. And this is my main focus, like everything else on top is bonus. And the bonus things that I would like to do, but I'm not sure if I will do them, is to read the book that I started at the beginning of the year. It's the Naze Doshite Kagaku Hanashi. And I started reading it in February or March as part of the Mini Immersion Book Club, but I stopped reading it, I think in April or May, because then I became really serious for preparing for JLPT and I did a lot of things in my textbooks, but I also think reading in Japanese is so much fun and I'm really looking forward to get back into it, to read the book. I think I'm halfway through at this point, but I would like to finish it because I will also spend a lot of times on airplanes and buses when I will travel to Thailand. So I guess this will be a really good opportunity to read the book. Maybe if I have time after that, I want to start a new book, but we will see. And then I would also like to write diary entries about my time in Thailand and maybe just a few sentences a day or maybe also a longer text. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it yet, but I would like to collect my memories and try to phrase them in Japanese. And yeah, that's basically the plan for my vacation because, as I said, I want to enjoy my vacation, but I also know that if I don't take anything with me, like no study materials, etc., I will miss studying Japanese so much because it's became part of my daily routine. And I don't know, I just feel at home in this language. So I really want to do something for fun during my vacation. If you've liked the video so far, please consider giving it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you want to stay updated with me learning Japanese, going to Japanese language school, etc. Thank you so much and let's continue. I also want to make a study plan for when I come back from Thailand because at this time I still don't know if I passed the JLPT or not, and as far as I've heard it takes about 2 months to get the result. So I want to make a little study plan for mid-July, mid-September probably, like until I know if I passed or not. Until then I want to keep studying my N4 resources because there are still grammar points that I'm not that sure about. And before I go on to N3 grammar, I really want to make sure that I know all the N4 stuff really well because I made this mistake before that I just blazed through the Genki books and at the end of Genki 2 I was like, I forgot almost everything before that. This is not so great, so I really want to solidify everything that I've learned, and I also want to do more output again, like writing diary entries and also longer texts about different themes, for example, so that I really can use those grammar points and really cement them into my brain. And I also want to start talking more, and yes, you've heard me right, I want to tackle my fear of speaking Japanese. I hope I won't regret saying this in this video when it's actually the time to speak because I'm quite scared, to be honest, because I feel really uncomfortable when I don't know what to say. Because when I talked to natives before, I had the problem that I actually did understand what they were saying, but I couldn't form a response quick enough and my brain was just empty. And it's always a bit awkward because they didn't know if I understood them. And then they tried to rephrase it, but of course I knew what they were saying, but I didn't know what to say myself. And I really want to get better at outputting Japanese quickly. My current plan is to first talk to myself and record myself. So that way I'm not as pressured because there's no one sitting across from me and looking me in the eyes and I'm like... And And this is really handy because I can look back on the recording afterwards and I will see what vocab was I missing, what grammar points I didn't remember, or what did I say incorrectly, and then I can adjust according to that. That way I can make a vocabulary list, for example, with words that I would use in daily conversation but that I don't know yet. And then I can learn it and hopefully get better. And I also want to try to talk to a Japanese friend of mine. He also wants to learn German, and I think if we tried only using German and Japanese, it might be best, because I also know like using German for him is also uncomfortable, so that I'm not the only one who's uncomfortable. So I hope that we can do a language exchange that way. So that's my rough plan for the next 2 months, approximately. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what I will be doing afterwards because I haven't bought my books yet. The only book that I'm owning right now for N3 is the Hajimete no Nihongo no Ryoku Shiken N3 Tango book. This was really hard to say, but yeah, it's this one. I don't know what other books I will be using, and I will definitely buy them at Kinokuniya when I'm in Thailand, because I hope they will be a lot cheaper over there instead of buying them through Amazon. So you can look forward to a Japanese book haul video and also another video on how I plan to study Japanese like after I pass the exam. And now I want to know your plans after the test. Are you trying to relax? Are you moving on to the next level of the JLPT right away? And what resources will you be using? Please let me know in the comments below. As always, I will link all the books and resources that I mentioned in the description box down below. And if you want to support this channel, you can buy the books through those links, but of course you don't have to. If you also know someone who could benefit from this video, please share it with them. And if you want to see more videos on how I study Japanese, you can watch those videos right here. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video, and I will see you next Sunday for my next video. Bye bye!